Welcome to Dr. Jarrett's Science Shenanigans Teacher Edition. I'm excited for you to be here with me today. I'm excited to share my knowledge of the grade 5 science standards, specifically what the students will need to know and will not need to know to pass their 5th grade science assessment. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again. I've been passionate about empowering educators in science education for many years. My dedication to science education also led to my dissertation, which focused on developing impactful lessons for science improvement. Since 2007, I've worked with over 75 schools across Florida, assisting in boosting grade 5 science scores. Together, we're making a difference in how young minds explore and engage with science. I'm so excited about you being here with me today. So the benchmark that we're working on right now is SC.5.E.7.1. Create a model to explain the parts of the water cycle. Water can be a gas, a liquid, or a solid and go back and forth between one state or another. Also assessed as benchmark is SC.5.E.7.2. That benchmark recognizes that the ocean is an integral part of the water cycle and is connected to all Earth's water reservoirs via evaporation and precipitation. So the parts of the water cycle that the students are going to need to know about is evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and runoff. Because in the assessment limits, it gives us the other three parts of the water cycle that the students may learn later on in life. But at this time, we are just really introducing them to the water cycle. Also, this is a 5th grade standard, so that means that it will be in their textbook. However, please make sure you're looking at what's in that textbook and what the students are being asked to do. Now, it says to create a model to explain the parts of the water cycles. They're not going to be asked to actually create this model on their state test. However, they do need to work with creating a water cycle in your classroom so that the students will then be able to identify and explain, identify and or describe, because those are the vocabulary terms that they're asking the students to do. So what are they asking them to do is identify and explain or identify and describe, but in the classroom they will need to create some type of water cycle. I have seen where there have been worksheets that weren't directly related to what this benchmark is asking them to do. So you want to make sure that you look at your resources because you don't want to waste days with students um, creating different types of water cycles, and then you include additional vocabulary words that they don't need at this time. Also, scenarios referring to the water cycle will not use the term reservoir, so you won't have to worry about that term. It is the evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and runoff. And so that's what I usually do with the students. There's all types of songs and raps that are on YouTube that you can use, but you want to make sure that it's sticking to what the students are supposed to learn for this benchmark. Let's talk about the vocabulary for this benchmark. The vocabulary is model, water cycle, gas, liquid, solid, state of matter, ocean, earth, water, evaporation, precipitation, water phase change, condensation, and runoff. The students are going to have to understand the phases of the waters changing, and that is also a state of matter. So it's going from a gas to a liquid to a solid, and that is one of the pieces that they absolutely get confused with. So if I had a glass of water and it had ice inside, the temperature inside where the ice water is different than the outside. So therefore, that's why the condensation forms on the sides of the glass. They will need multiple examples of models, so different pictures. So there might be a picture of a fish tank, and then it has some ice in a cup on the top of that, and then it shows precipitation. It could be a terrarium where it has sand and soil at the bottom, and then a little cup of water in an enclosed area. Um, and then the students can see the condensation forming on the side of the terrarium or on the top of it, because most likely the students will have some type of model on the assessment that they'll have to look at, and then they'll have to determine, is this precipitation, is it evaporation, or is it condensation, on that. And then the other important piece of this benchmark goes into the ocean being an integral part. So the ocean is 70, water on Earth is the 75%. So we have 75% water and then 25% land. So when we look at that, the ocean is our biggest body of water, and that's where a lot of the condensation, precipitation, evaporation is happening. Condensation in the clouds, precipitation coming down, evaporation going up. Well, a lot of that's happening within the ocean or around the ocean. So we want to make sure that the students understand, how does the ocean have a part in the water cycle. Don't let them get confused about a lake. A lake also could have a part of the water cycle, but the ocean is our biggest body of water. And so that's why they're focusing on the ocean. I hope this has helped you to understand SCE, SC5E7.1 and SC5E7.2. Thank you. Thank you so much again for watching this session. The book, Unveiling the Power of Impactful Science Instruction, is available on Amazon, and it is a glimpse into my dissertation investigating the improvement in science achievement among fifth grade science students when using the instructional model.